We want to address a question we got last week about the defense builder section, and it's a good question. It ties into a lot of things going on with First Down Playbook right now. The coach had been in the under front, and as you can see there, you can really choose over, under, 3-4 strong week, or even a bear. But the question was about an under, and I believe quarters was the coverage that he was playing behind it. And so the question, and we'll go to the two back here for the first part of it. Just a two-back pro look, and most of you or all of you pretty much know that an under front is a shade, a 5 and a 9, and with two backs, that's how we've got it drawn here. The coaching points reflect the same thing, and regardless if you had the tight end on the left side, it would be the shade, the 5 and the 9 to the left, and playing quarters across the board. But the question was that when we got to a two-back wing formation, and let's go back in and choose that same thing, but this time let's choose two backs, and let's choose a two-back wing, which is going to kind of be maybe like a 22 personnel situation. And they asked why we widened to a 2 technique or an inside eye on the guard here and went to a 7 technique and then put that Sam in the crease. In fact, you could even tilt it, depending on what's going on offense, you could tilt that Sam and penetrate that crease. But the Sam is in coverage here, so we kept him outside in a outside shade on the wing. Now, we just do that as an adjustment. Our thoughts are that with the wing over here, you want to try to get a little more leverage. You wouldn't have to do that, which obviously the editing tool, draw and edit tool, is going to be a big help to you because you can do it pretty much any way you want to. You would be able to take that previous two-back picture we had and just leave the shade, the 5 and the 9, and maybe do something different over here. But with quarters coverage, we felt like the best way of drawing this would be to put a 2-eye and a 7 technique with it. Once again, it would be true either way. Now, the other question that came up was with all of our one-back sets. Now, when you get in a one-back set with, let's go once again with under a one-back set, continue playing quarters. Now, you could play cover 1, 2, 3, or 5 with it too. And but when you go with a one-back set, let's just go with a typical 2x2. So what we've done, you'll see, is again, we've got a 2 and a 7 instead of a shade of 5 and a 9 with one back in the backfield. And the reason we drew it that way is that with one back in the backfield, better chance of pass, better chance of needing a pass rush, and also getting your Sam out here in the apex in between the Y and the Z, where they could be a curl flat player reading number 2. So once again, what we're trying to say here is we draw up the adjustments the way that we think would be, in a general sense, the best way of doing it. But the great thing about it is that once you get the draw and edit tool, you'll be able to come in, take these drawings, and you'll be able to go start with a drawing that's pretty much all the way finished except for the last few adjustments. And regardless if you're coming in and you're getting an under front or a 3-4 strong, picking one of the different coverages we have, and picking over 27 different formations. And at that point, you have to figure we've got you pretty much on your way to a good football play drawing and diagram with a lot of coaching points. And you'll take the chalk and go from there.